Hello, Mr. Qatar.
So basically, our assessment for today is the housekeeping management and rooms division action plan and the strategy for us as a management team. It's made by
Stella,
Kimberly,
Yusuf,
Marsha,
and me, Asıl. This is our table of content. So the name of the hotel is Le Paradis. It was opened in 2012. The style of the hotel is a conference style hotel and a spa. It's located in city Geneva in the country Switzerland, near the train station, and it's owned by an individual. This is our logo.
So one of the reasons that hotel declined is that since the hotel opened in 2012, therefore the hotel need to be refurnished because some of the hotel property is broken. For example, the light bulb is not working in some areas, the sofa in public areas or in the room is dirty and old, the sink is blocked, and the wallpaper in the room and hotel area is old and cracky, so we have to change that.
and in more news, sadly we've received some negative reviews from some of our guests. As I'm sure you know, our guest satisfaction scores are down by 15%, and we really need to try and improve that. First, on booking.com, which is quite an important OTA, we received views for the levels of service. And hopefully to fix that, we're going to be working on our training. Also on TripAdvisor, I'm sure you know there will be a great deal of competition in the area, and they're complaining on TripAdvisor mostly that our prices are too high based on the services we give. Those have been all of our negative reviews, but we're working on fixing that.
competitors, we came up with 3 hotels with 4-star, 5-star and 3-star because they are our close competitor, and also Warwick and Hotel Swiss has a bar like us, and the Hotel Swiss is just less than a minute walk away.
So to improve our sales, we need to be more specific in the target market and change in some parts. So this is the location of our hotel. It's located near the train station over here, and as you can see, there are a lot of other hotels that are our competitors, and it's located in Geneva, near train station, and our main target market is tourists. And for the demographic side, it starts with an age of 25 to 55, gender identity is for all of them, and income level is 20,000 and more, and household size is 2 and more people in the family. And this hotel is for families, couples, and leisure. And starting from the education is a college graduate, and geographical location is in Europe. Another market segmentation is in psychographic. For social class is middle class or lower upper class. Lifestyle is for the tourists, and personality is private because it's a business for the business travelers, and gregarious for families and couples. And for the geographic segmentation, it's Geneva because the population is 627,000 people, and the density is urban. And for the behavioral segmentation, the occasions is for the holiday season and also for the business travels. Convenience because it's a high quality and the service, and it's convenience because of the location. And user status is first-time users and the regular users. Usage rate is medium, and loyalty status is medium and strong. For the poor sales and yield and management, we have found some other aspects to improve. For the sales, it's the low quality of marketing. We have to be more specific, and as I said before, we are trying to change it. And our online reputation is lacking, as Yusuf mentioned before, of the reviews of the guests that visited us, and local partnerships. We have to be more specific in the partners, and most important is probably the motivating the staff because they are the face of our hotel. For the yield management, it's the lack of tracking competitors because it's one of the main aspects of the yield management, and low quality of analytics, reporting, and visual data. Next is not understanding the market mix and not varying the prices.
Welcome back. Here in the needs of rooms, operations, and the housekeeping department. So, the rooms and the housekeeping departments, our needs are quite simple. Firstly, in housekeeping, we need to improve the training of our housekeepers. This is because if we want them to be fast and time efficient, their quality decreases. And if we want them to maintain the high quality, it takes them too much time. So that is our first requirement of the housekeepers. We need them to, basically we're gonna train them, do some workshops or something like that so that we can improve their skills. Second thing we need is we need people in the reception. We're a bit understaffed, so what we're gonna do is we're going to use Hsk and LinkedIn to get some lovely receptionists from SCG to work as interns. This way we're going to be lowering our costs because, as I'm sure everyone knows, interns take a lot less in salaries than a normal employee. Final thing we need is we need to upgrade our internet. This is because sometimes if we have too many guests on the internet, it's going to slow the process down, especially for check-in, and that could really irritate the guests when they're coming to check in.
Staffing needs, as Yusuf said in the last slide, to prevent from many chaos, we need a training process. So the first one is access. Determining the organizational needs, we need our trainee to know what our organization is expecting from them. And the next stage is the motivate. Motivating our trainee will have a huge influence on them and it will be effective throughout their training. And for the design, the well-designed training it should be appropriate. The preparation of our training described in the session of the assessment in the first stage, and we should even motivate them and also design with the well-designed training program. And last one is the evaluating. So evaluating is done from the beginning of our training so that the result of evaluation should be communicated in order to inform the future trainings.
So, as all we know by this far, we've been suffering from low occupancy in our hotel, and in order to improve the situation, we came up with some partnerships, both internal and external. First of all is the cooperation with Non-Stop Gym, which is very close to our property. It's within 5-minute walking distance. Basically, the cooperation is they provide us with professional gym trainers, the fitness coaches, if the guest is requesting so. The next one is the parking space. We reached out to the Geneva administration and we settled on the cooperation if guest books 3 or more nights with us. The first night of parking in the Cornavin parking lot, which is very close to our property, will be for free of charge. And also we have the cooperation with beauty salon. As you know, we're the leisure hotel. We have our own spa, but hiring our own nail master is very expensive and a little bit overkill, I would say, for us. So we reached out to the Nails by Kelly beauty salon, which is one of the top-rated salons, especially the nail salon in the area. So if the guest wants to get their services on site of our property, they can book with us.
Okay, so for safety and hygiene part, for every department, we're gonna have like deep cleaning in every 6 months, and then also it's a mandatory for all the employees to have their body checks. They can do it like either half a year or like in every month, depends on the department. And then also first kit, the first kit in every department, and then also fire evacuation and fire drill in every 6 months. And also there's gonna be emergency code and a walkie-talkie for different departments to communicate. Here are the examples of the emergency code if there's any emergency happen. So for the security part, we're gonna have a CCTV for like the hotel, and then we're gonna outsource hire some security team from outside company. It's called Sentinel Protection in Geneva, and it's gonna be 25 francs per hour. So for the front office part, is that they have to help with the employees if there is customer that's drunk or like sick. And also they have to pay attention, especially when dealing with drunk guests, to avoid like any serious issue happen. So for the housekeeping part, they have to set a storage room to store the dangerous chemical. They have to be organized and categorized. These are the examples of the dangerous chemicals. So for spa department, it's to have mandatory disposable spa mattress for the massage bed and also the hairnet for the guests, the disposable ones. And because of the COVID strikes, so we're gonna have some improvement. For the housekeeping part, they're gonna disinfect all the things that the guests use, or like the elevator, something. And then also they have to change the bedsheet and towel every single stay. And also they have to change the cup for the guests, no matter if it's used or not. And for front office, they have to supply the guests some masks or like sanitizer, and also they can sanitize the guest luggage for them. And for the spa, sanitize the product that they use, and then they have to wash their hands, of course, and also have the disposable mattress and the hairnet, as I mentioned.
Welcome to the action plan. Alright, thanks, Dad. Okay. Alright, so we've been coming up with a lot of different problems and analyzing our hotel, but now it's time for what we're going to do. We're going to arrange workshops for all the managers to improve all their techniques and their training and stuff like that. This way, we would like to do workshops for the whole hotel, but that's just going to take too much time and too much money. So what we're going to do is we're going to do workshops for every department, for the managers in that department, so that they will learn from that workshop, and then they can further on go on to teach the rest of their staff. Next thing is we are going to hire the SEG interns for the front office. Like I've stated before, this way we're going to lower our costs while at the same time ensuring a high quality, because these students are going to come from some of the top universities in the world, as SEG is known for, and we're going to have all of them already with the skills, and they just need the practical work. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to change up our marketing strategy a bit, and instead of going for the traditional marketing, we're going to use guerrilla marketing tactics, which is going to attract a lot of a younger and newer audience to our hotel. The next thing is we are going to have a mystery guest. So this mystery guest cannot be, sadly, the owner or his family, because obviously everyone knows them in the hotel. So we're going to have one of the owner's friends be a mystery guest. This way we're going to understand everything from the guest experience, and we're not going to inform them about who the mystery guest is and what he is. All they're going to know, they're just going to think he's some regular guest, and then we'll really understand what the core problem is by having someone undercover for us. And then the final thing we're going to do is we're going to actually work on peer evaluations, so that we can have from their colleagues explain to us what everyone is. And we're going to do more evaluations after this undercover guest from the managers. So we're going to go through and we're going to have a full manager evaluation of every single member of staff. So this is our plan to improve our hotel.